It was one of the hardest things I've had to do, says NFL legend Saquon Barkley. But what is he talking about? Let's find out. Number 10. Guilty Pleasure Song. We all have a guilty pleasure song, if not a whole playlist, don't we? We all definitely have songs that we don't really admit to liking from time to time. The term guilty pleasure is used quite often to describe music that is supposedly so bad that people feel embarrassed listening to it. And Saquon Barkley has one too. He was actually asked what his guilty pleasure song was in an interview, and it seems that he didn't have anywhere to go to avoid this question. It was like he was trapped, so he admitted. And guess what he said? He mentioned 7 Rings by Ariana Grande. Well, she undoubtedly is one of the most popular and famous singers, but unfortunately, it seems that she's on the guilty pleasure list for some people. Well, to be honest, that song is so catchy that anybody might be singing the I want it, I got it part for the whole day. By the way, what is your guilty pleasure song? Don't forget to tell us. Number 9. His personal life. When talking about super talented athletes, we want to know more about them, like their personal lives. Who are they dating? How are their relationships going? And so on. And Barkley has a pretty interesting dating life to discuss. NFL superstar Saquon Barkley met Anna Congdon at Penn State, and they have one daughter together. Congdon was born in 1998 in Forest City, Pennsylvania, to Daniel and Kathleen Congdon. She has one younger brother, who is a motorcycle rider for the Monster Energy Kawasaki MX2 racing team, and one older sister. Like Barkley and her young sibling, Congdon is an athlete herself, as she played on the basketball team at Forest City High School. After graduation, she enrolled in Penn State University, where Barkley majored in journalism. The couple has been dating since early 2017, and they don't speak too much about their relationship publicly. Number 8. She can slow him down. While NFL defenses around the league look for ways to stop the Giants' running back, they may want some advice from Congdon because Barkley admitted that she is the person who can slow him down. Barkley even posted a little about that on Congdon's birthday. She was the one to slow me down, hold me down. I roll with it now. Happy birthday, babe, the athlete wrote on Instagram. Number 7. He is a father. On April 24, 2018, Congdon and Barkley welcomed their daughter, Jada Claire, into the world. She was born just 2 days prior to the NFL draft, and Barkley was there to witness her birth. He posted about her arrival via Instagram, writing, "Words can't even describe how I feel right now. You are the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. Thank God for blessing me with you in my life and into my arms. I pray that I can be the best father to you and help you grow into an amazing woman. I love you so much." Since then, little Jada has made plenty of appearances on social media with her parents and even attended some of her dad's football games. Number 6. Lessons from father. Saquon's father, Alibe Barkley, is his biggest fan, of course. Alibe had a tough life but persevered. He got into trouble with drugs and crime, ended up in prison at a young age. When he got out, he returned to drugs before getting himself into rehab. At one point, Saquon's mother, Tanya Johnson, urged the family to move from the Bronx to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Alibe went with them, and he cited that move as one that may have saved his life. Alibe also turned to boxing after getting out of prison. Unfortunately, he battled injury and quit at a rather young age, although he did attempt a short-lived comeback when he reached his 30s. According to Alibe, he used this experience in teaching his kids a valuable lesson later on. "I know what I did. I gave up when I was 21. That's why I tell my kids don't quit. If you quit this, it will be easy to quit jobs, quit relationships, quit on your kids." That's probably why Saquon is so adamant when he gets hurt about still being in there. He is actually right about Saquon not wanting to miss the action. He also learned from his dad's mistakes. Alibe turned his life around for his family. He gave his son an example of what not to be. "I love my family. My dad, he's my biggest fan, him and my brother Rashard. My dad has been through a lot. He made that a big point when I was young. Don't make the same mistakes he did in life." Before we continue, like the video if you enjoyed it up to this point. Number 5. Is he really the all-time great? This guy has only played one full season in the NFL, and he has proven that he's a true star. Barkley played his college football at Penn State and was selected in the first round of the 2018 NFL Draft. The New York Giants took him with the second overall pick behind Baker Mayfield of the Cleveland Browns. Barkley wasted no time in making some noise in the NFL. In his rookie season, Barkley started all 16 games in which he played and rushed for 1,307 yards and 11 touchdowns. He was also a major force out of the backfield as a receiver, catching 91 passes for 721 yards and 4 touchdown receptions. Barkley was named to the Pro Bowl in 2018 season. In his second year, a high ankle sprain cut out 3 games of his season. Despite the injury, Barkley still managed to eclipse the 1,000-yard rushing mark with 1,003 yards and 6 touchdowns. He added 52 catches for 438 yards and 2 more scores through the air. Number 4. The hardest decision he had to make. The Penn State football program helped set Saquon up for success in the NFL. After all, he attained 2,028 scrimmage yards in his first year in the league. He became one of only a few NFL rookies to ever get over 2,000 yards in their very first season. In 2018, the Penn State alum had 91 receptions. He beat the franchise record in Week 2 with 14 catches and made team history with 15 scrimmage touchdowns and 1,000 rushing yards. Barkley was selected for the 2019 Pro Bowl and named the 2018 NFL Rookie of the Year. Penn State enjoyed a strong football program under the leadership of head coach Joe Paterno, who reigned there for 46 seasons. He was fired in 2011 after assistant coach Jerry Sandusky was arrested for sexually abusing minors on campus. The scandal rocked Penn State, and many thought the football program would never bounce back. In 2014, James Franklin took over as head coach and had the difficult task of rebuilding the reputation of the disgraced team. His first course of action was to bring in strong recruits, such as Barkley, who could transcend the face of the Lions and return them to a stature of national prominence. Barkley had an amazing high school career, and he was ranked number 7 player in the Pennsylvania and number 21 in the country. Penn State desperately wanted to sign the rising star. The team stated Saquon was a human highlight reel during his senior year as he showcased the world-class speed and eluded tacklers with incredible footwork. But Barkley intended to play for Rutgers University in New Jersey. 2 months into his new job, Coach Franklin persuaded the high school player to play for Penn State. The determined coach told them he planned to dominate, educate, and graduate. This comforted Barkley's parents, assuring that their son would be in good hands. His father wanted his son to honor his commitment to Rutgers. But after talking with Coach Franklin, he said, "He makes me feel like Saquon's in the best hands. That's a good feeling for a father to have, that another man is going to protect and encourage his son." He had to make a very tough decision when it came to choosing a college team. Barkley said, "I wanted to play for Rutgers growing up. That's the school I wanted to play at. But I felt Penn State provided more opportunity for me for the rest of my life." Sometimes you have to grow up and make decisions that are going to impact your life. It was one of the hardest things I've had to do. I felt like I was going against my word, and that's something I was raised on. But we had to look at the bigger picture. Number 3. Saquon Barkley Day. March 14th is officially Saquon Barkley Day in the state of Pennsylvania. An excerpt of the official resolution reads, "Whereas Penn State fans will not soon forget Barkley's contributions to the team and the university. Therefore, be it resolved that, in recognition of Saquon Barkley's accomplishments both on and off the field, the House of Representatives designate March 14th, 2018 as Saquon Barkley Day in Pennsylvania." To commemorate this honor, Barkley's hometown of Coplay organized a parade for their All-American hero on March 24th, 2018. Number 2. His second job. Players usually wait until their NFL and football dreams are over before they try their hand at coaching, while this is not the case with Barkley. Barkley already sees himself as a leader, and he wanted to learn to recognize football's game the way a coach does. He reached out to his former coach James Franklin about sitting in on the team as a coach during the NFL offseason. Saquon reached out to me, and his plan was to come and spend spring as the coach. He wanted to sit in all of the coaches' meetings and see how we came up with the game plan, how we watch film, and all the things we discuss. He wanted to be able to learn football and view it through a different lens because he thought that would help his growth, and he'd be able to go back and have a bigger impact with the Giants, said Franklin. Unfortunately, COVID-19 put an end to team activities. With practice unlikely to return in time for Barkley to have much impact, he might need to wait a year before his return to college. As the Giants prepare for the future, they can take comfort in knowing that their young running back is working so hard to become the best that he can be. Number 1. Net worth. And lastly, of course, we wouldn't leave you without any information about his net worth. Saquon Barkley signed a 4-year contract with the Giants worth a guaranteed $31 million, including a $20 million signing bonus. He also signed major endorsement deals with companies like Nike, Pepsi, and Panini Sports Cards. And he played a prominent role alongside legends of the game in the NFL's 100-year Game Super Bowl commercial, which speaks volumes for his appeal and prospects for future deals. When I declared for the NFL draft and kind of realized where I was going to be drafted, I was like, you know what? I kind of want to follow the Marshawn Lynch method. I don't want to touch that. I want to invest it, put it in the right people's hands, and learn as I continue to make investments, and just live off the endorsement deals, he says. What do you think about Saquon Barkley? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video, and thanks for watching.